Today we're talking about how Dave gets more free whiskey this month.
We shall see. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are talking whiskey haul for, what month are we in? March.
This would be for March, yeah.
March
this
whiskey
is like
haul.
This is like the dead part of whiskey hunting, time of year.
Yeah.
It's basically dead time.
It's not dead, but it's certainly not like vibrantly living.
Well, March and April, it seems like everybody holds a lot of stuff because Derby. May is first week May, that's Super Bowl, and just it gets crazy after that.
Yeah, I think you're...
At least for us. I know it's not the same for everybody. Put in the comments below, though, if you're not from Kentucky, and tell us when's the best time to hunt for you guys. I'm assuming most people will say September on.
Yeah.
I'm just always curious.
I always feel like when it starts, Derby Festival, it starts to ramp up just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And just leading up to Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today's video is brought to you by Z-Biotics. I just had a birthday, and I'm not near as young as I used to be, man.
Ain't that the truth?
Yes. And so after a night of drinking, I do not bounce back like I used to.
Z-Biotics is a pre-alcohol probiotic. It is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking.
Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. Mm-hmm. It's that byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down.
Z-Biotics is designed to work like your liver, but in your gut, where you need it the most. Just remember to drink Z-Biotics before you go out for a night of drinking, and take a full glass of water.
Get a good night's sleep.
Oh, yeah, and a good night's sleep.
And then you're going to feel great the next day. Just the other day, I was hanging out with some buddies, mm-hmm. and I knew it was going to be one of those nights you ever...
Long nights and a lot of pours.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. And so I took one of those before I left the house, had 4, 5, 6 pours, and the next morning I woke up, I felt great. I had to go to practice for my son and just kind of felt great the next day. Didn't even have to think too much about it. So
it's literally one of the best products I've ever seen in my life.
It really is.
It really is awesome.
Yeah. So do yourself a favor, give Z-Biotics a try. Go to zbiotics.com/Bourbon Kingdom, and you get 15% off your first order of Z-Biotics. Again, you can use the promo code Bourbon Kingdom at checkout to get 15% off your first order. You want to start?
I guess I start. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
All right. So I can't remember if I talked about this one time or not, but since I got another bottle of it and a new one, we're gonna talk about it. So the first bottle I'm talking about is the 10 Cup 10 year and the 10 Cup 14 year. I gotta make sure that picture's there. So I had never tried these before. I literally watched Matt on ADHD Whiskey, and he talked about both of these, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna buy them. Couldn't figure out where to get this one. This one we could find locally.
Yeah. Couldn't
figure out. Looked them up online and was able to buy them online.
Oh, cool.
So I've sampled them out. I've not tried them. We will review them at some point in time. But I am slightly excited about it because this is 10-year-old MGP, 14-year-old MGP, proof down to 86 proof or something. No, 84 proof.
Well, what I like about it, this is just going to be me, is this is almost my church's logo.
Oh, is it really?
This is almost my church's logo.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
It's just a little, it is the exact initials of it. It's just in a different format.
So he preaches at the church of 10 Cup.
Love it. I will be getting one of these just because of that now.
Fair enough.
So, all right. My first one on the list is Redwood Empire. I
feel like you buy one of these once a month.
This is my prime drinker.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah, I prime it every single I prime it. I'm not through with my other bottle. It's to here, but yeah. I don't like to run out because this is a good starter.
It's a great bottle
for just, hey, I'm going to drink this before I drink something really, really good. So
sure,
yeah, awesome.
All right, my next one. Got to go with the old reliable Old Forester barrel strength. I won't lie. Whenever I saw this, and some of these bottles came out a couple months ago from Cox's, and I saw it said Kentucky Cowboy. I was like, I kind of want it because of Kentucky Cowboy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care. Like, I just kind of want it for the name.
Like, you won't ever open it. It'll sit back on your shelf.
Oh, I mean, I'll get to it eventually. But it is good, too. The good thing is I was able to try it on bar down at Cox Every in Nulu. Confirm it's good. So,
I mean, very rarely do they miss with those. So
that's true. Especially like Cox's. They've done a great job. I mean, they've gotten 47 picks over the last 2 years. But they've done a great job with them, for sure.
Yeah. My next is just the old reliable again. I've kind of gone back and trying to restock my lower tier stuff because I'm kind of running low on everything. And I went and picked up a Buffalo Trace. It's not a store pick, not anything special about it, but my friends love this when they come over. And
I mean, who doesn't like Buffalo Trace?
I mean, I like it too. I'm just saying, like, but they really like it. They're like, ooh, leave me some of that. So I go, ooh, here you go.
Do you long for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at what you have. There's definitely a bottle he keeps away from him.
Oh, yeah.
So,
heck yeah.
My next one's going to be another Old Forester 117 series, extra old.
Oh,
so
extra.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, me and the guys from Breakfast Club, we were down there at Blockfest. So we all made sure we got down there early, and we were having a couple pours and stuff, and they were, Cox Evergreen, they were celebrating Blockfest by putting stuff out, and my buddy Troy and Josh, I think they got each other single barrels, and then me and Scott, we got some of these, and they had some other stuff out there, like writing some other stuff, but it was super cool. My whole point to all of this is I had a great time down there at Blockfest. Like
I heard good things about it.
Yes, like it would be like it was super fun. It was windy and everything, which was like the wind seemed like a little crazy, but overall it was a great time. I love my Breakfast Club. I love the guys who I drink with on Saturday mornings. It's always fun. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So.
The next one on my list is David's Free Bourbon of the Month.
That should be a thing.
This is from my friend Zach Raymer, who he complains about me getting free bourbon, but he gave me free bourbon. I love this Bell Me.
Put it in the box.
I did kind of put it, but he didn't stop me from putting it in the box. So
that's true too.
I love this Bell Me Sour Mash, and it would just sit on the shelf back there. So
to eventually be opened to drink.
Yeah, so I'll open it at my house and we'll drink it at my house, and it'll be a good time.
We will drink at your house, or you will drink at your house?
Well, I mean, if you're here in time. I have a little bit left in my other bottle, and that will be gone very soon, and then I will open this and start on this.
I just love how he takes bottles from my house now.
It's nothing like crazy. I didn't take that King of Kentucky.
I'd stab him.
Our friendship ends at King of Kentucky.
I don't know what that move was, but it was like...
That's my knife move.
Stay being a preacher. Old Carter, this is, Bourbon Batch 3 Kentucky. Was able to score this last month. Scored from Paul. Mm-hmm. So I've not opened it. I've not tried it yet, actually. But as always, I'm no Carter. It's just, they're my thing. It's just my brand.
It is your brand.
So I'm all about supporting them, buying it. And eventually, whenever I'm not sick or have a whatever going on in my life, I will eventually crack it open, try it, and see what I think. But as always, new Old Carter, gotta get it.
Yeah, got to get it. My next, I'll go ahead and give this. You will notice that this bottle is open already. This because this was also a gift from Paul, my buddy Paul.
We all worship at the feet of Dave.
He didn't necessarily like this one, and he knew I was a Barrel fan. I like most everything I've ever had from Barrel, and and it's got a cool tater sticker on the back. So
sure,
I was really happy about it. But thank you, Paul. Always appreciative of it. It's a place down in Texas, a store pick from a place down in Texas. So sweet, free bourbon.
It's always the best kind of bourbon. All right, so my next one's going to be an OBSF Tier 6 and a OBSF Tier 5 from Four Roses Gift Shop Distillery.
Cox's or?
I think both these came from Cox's.
Yeah.
Cox's Creek, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the bottling plant that's right next door to Jim Beam, wherever that would technically be. That's your part of the world.
It's in Cox's Creek. That's technically where that is.
Sure.
That's why they call it the Cox's Creek.
That would make sense. Anyways, look, here's what's crazy. I went through a phase where I was like, I'm not buying any more Four Roses because I have so many of them. I don't need any more. And then they're like, hey, we're going to drop bombs. And they drop bombs and you got to go get them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how it is. And we're very fortunate. We're very lucky how much Four Roses puts out at the distillery and the bottling plant. And they put out really, really great stuff.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah. So true. All right. Last but certainly not least is the old William Heaven Hill 15.
I can't believe you got another one. I haven't gotten another one yet.
Here's the deal, man. Like, I think if you go down there and just like walk by Heaven Hill, like you're just walking by and they go, hey, we got Heaven Hill 15 inside. You want one? Then you just walk in and you say, yes, please. I'll take this. Thank you very much.
They do seem to put a decent amount.
Yeah, they do. They do put a decent amount out.
So,
You all know our love for this. If you've watched our channel at all, you know that this is
one of the best bottles we tried all of last year.
This is
without question
money.
I'm totally jealous of.
Love it. Yep.
It's awesome. All right, my last bottle is a Willit 8-year barrel number 112 for all of you Willit people out there. This was a gift shop release. Willit has been dropping a bunch of releases at the gift shop here over the last couple months.
Yes.
And I have not been able to score any of them. Well, any of the bourbons. I did get this one.
I feel like you called me on this one, and I was like on the other side of the world at the time.
I think so. Normally I send you like a message being like, "Hey, why don't you drive from your house to Willit because they have like an 11-year like bourbon," and you're like, "I'm in Memphis, Indiana, Tennessee."
Yeah, like nowhere close,
nowhere remotely close.
I wish I was.
But every time I drive down there, either I miss. Family emergency has happened.
Yeah.
Or like I'm at work, which tends to be the number one trend nowadays.
Yeah.
So I'm happy I was able to get the rye. I am hoping that Willit keeps putting stuff out because it's awesome that they do. They went through such a long phase where they didn't put anything out at the gift shop outside of those 8-year weeded bottles. So
that was the black bottle, right?
Yep, the black with the gold lettering. So really excited about this to try it one day or sometime, whenever it is. And I really hope, Willit, if you are listening, that you keep doing this because it's awesome.
They're probably not listening.
Probably not.
So, all right, tell us what you got this past month in March. We'd love to hear from it. And until the next time,
we'll see you.
We'll see you.